going to replace Shadow. So the only competition that he has is himself.
Basically,
Wow.
I mean, expect a lot of blood. Expect a lot of blood if Resurgence is going to knock him down in terms of the KDA. So, woo, we're just going to have to see. But we're going to go straight into the game. This is what you all have been waiting for. Game 1 has begun between both of these teams. Let's see how this goes between Resurgence versus Mysterious Assassins.
I want to take a short shout out over here. Mysterious Assassins actually picked up the Lapu Lapu for the final pick. Now, we all know that Lapu Lapu is one of the most difficult heroes to use, but so far, he has been really, really high damage in a lot of contrast, especially with the ultimate. It just packs a lot of punch into the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the one thing about his ultimate is that if he lands it, it's such a game changer. He needs to land it on multiple targets every single time. He's a decent duelist, but I don't think he's in that position where he's not like a Thalmos where he can just like go into a team 1v3 and still come up on top.
Yep. And you know, you do see that Resurgence, we're going to start off with a little bit of the middle dominance. I mean, the middle dominance right here, you want to get, or at least babysit your ADC in this mid lane and try to rotate as fast as possible to get that quick kill.
Yeah, I like what Resurgence is doing here. They've already helped invaded into Mysterious Assassin's jungle here. Lapu Lapu is going to be looking to try and steal a camp away, but I think Hayabusa is just going to deny him that space.
Oh, it looks like they're still going to contest onto that, and I'm not sure who took it.
I'm pretty sure it's Aeon. I'm pretty sure it's Aeon. I'm confident he's running Retribution.
Okay. So the Retribution works onto him and is able to, kill steal that, or at least secure and deny Mysterious Assassin steal onto the jungle. So great teams over here. Orbi, however, he has that ultimate. He's gonna machine gun down here, and it will be first blood for this Lunox. Like you always say, wherever you hit level 4, let's just go in for the kill.
Yeah, and that's really, really well done by Resurgence. They understood that they're hitting their power spike. They want to use Diggy as much as possible because, again, Diggy isn't a tank. He's not going to be able to stand in that front line. So the most you can do is use his utility to help get these early picks.
Looking at this situation, Resurgence, because continuing their rotations. I really like this rotation. This is where it kind of feels like the game of Mobile Legends, from a fast-paced game to an even faster-paced game. But then, it looks like Mysterious Assassin is able to get down that turtle, and maybe more to come. Lunox will get revenge. Instead of a turtle, let's get a double kill. Let's go in for the fight. Kuching Gabu leaving only left behind. Leomor's going to get a kill onto Gushing as well, and a triple kill. Skibbity pop onto that Lunox. What is going on with that Lunox itself?
Yeah, looks like Akai made a mistake there. Didn't pop his ultimate early enough. He wasn't able to push Leomord away from the rest of the team, and Leomord easily getting to that back line, especially when Dancer wasn't level 4. Once you don't have Amino ult, that's pretty huge, and Swan is happy enough to say that all he needs to do is to just stun one guy, hold up his shield, block some damage from Flint, and he's going to be fine. So I think Resurgence were very happy to take that fight, and we're probably really surprised that Mysterious Assassins were willing to contest Turtle there.
I mean, when you get the turtle, you just need to run away. You don't need to fight on that. And looks like a little bit of a skirmish coming in for the rest of the members as Lamau goes in and shuts down Hayabusa with the Hurricane Dance. But then Lunox, Orbi, he has to be the beast in his team.
Ooh, Dancer doesn't have...
He's gonna wait for the ultimate to dismiss before coming in. And now, Mysterious Assassins, they won that skirmish. And it's all thanks to Deacer. He's able to at least wait for the Diggy and then pump in the ulti.
And that is so huge here, especially for the side of MYA. They're going to be looking to crush, already breaking that tier 1. They need to start invading the jungle, get themselves back up to speed. Now they've evened out the gold against Resurgence, meaning whatever Resurgence did in the beginning just doesn't even matter anymore.
Doesn't matter indeed, because right there, they just at least equalize or cut down the lead from there. I felt like Resurgence could be a little bit more careful in the play, but then again, that was a very smart calculating move coming in from Deacer onto the Minotaur Minionian Fury.
Absolutely, and I think Resurgence, they need to give some respect to Minotaur here. They cannot just go into these fights and pick them whenever they want, especially when the Fury is up. I think they realized it a little bit too late, but again, once you have Flicker Dacer is just, he knows what he needs to do to get in the middle of everybody there. Now, Turtle is back up. Both of these teams want it here, but they gotta be super careful with how they pull this apart. Minotaur is moving away here with Hayabusa waiting in the brush to catch him off.
Hayabusa, Eon, not gonna successfully try to kind of kill him off there. I mean, he's still a tank, by the way. But Hayabusa did pick up the Blades of the Hepta Sea. He's gonna increase his damage a little bit much more.
Yeah, and I think Resurgence is giving a little bit more respect. They could have easily gone and started Turtle the moment that you see Minotaur go down to the bottom side of the map, but I think they are waiting to set up both the top and bottom sides before doing anything further. They've already traded a tower for a tower, so top tier 1 for bottom tier 1. Both teams decently even in gold, but again, Resurgence is pulling up ahead.
I feel like Resurgence is pulling up ahead, but again, Mysterious Assassin is just tailgating them from behind. Any single mistake, Mysterious Assassins can just use this opportunity to exploit them from here. A very nice pull coming in from that Diggy skill. Until they move away, Akai, the turtle, is still in contest. Kuchin Gerbu is able to knock down Swan and then maybe more to come. But then Lulof's able to kill off this placement. Again with Leomod, follow up onto the kill. MYA, a little bit trouble onto the skirmish here. And Lamar has no choice but to use a Hurricane Dance and move everyone out of the way. Lun, he says, you know what, no BS over there. Let me kill the panda with My Little Pony of Leomord.
Oh boy, well said, well said. And I think MYA kind of overextended a little bit too much. If they wanted to engage, they had to engage all at the same time. They kind of came in two at a time, which kind of really hurt them, especially when they overcommitted on trying to pick up Swan. Flickers away, says, okay, bye, I'm out of here, while the rest of the team is just cutting them down. Man!
I mean, they really wanted to deny or at least steal the turtle, but then again, that fight just cost them a lot because you overcommitted on trying to take down Obi in one way, and after that, you kind of denied for a moment, resetted the turtle, lose your members, and then you let your opponents take the turtle again. So
absolutely,
it's very, I would say, not profitable in that end.
Yeah, I honestly, I think that Mysterious Assassins really have to calculate where they need their fights and where they need their ultimates, because it feels very disconjointed. They're not moving as a squad just yet. Their rotations seem good, but their team fights seem a little bit off.
Oh, look at this though. Resurgence is still holding strong. 4 members in the jungle. You have also 4 members of Mysterious Assassins. Now, Mysterious Assassins, they are playing behind the mindset of Resurgence. Resurgence is controlling the flow of the game at the moment. Eon is just free farming.
Yeah, once you have Hayabusa in that kind of position, let's pull up the items. I'm pretty confident that he's already finished at least his first item. And double checking. Yes, he has. He's got the Blade of the Heptaseas already, and he's slowly building up to that Blade of Despair. I don't think anyone can really deal with him on the side. Like, even if Kuchin Gubu does try to fight Hayabusa, once you've got the Blade of Heptaseas, it really is pretty impossible to actually out-trade him.
Don't forget that he has a jungle item as well that he could get so much gold experience if he were to steal or deny jungle creeps out there,
yeah,
especially at the opponent's side.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I have to agree there. But just look at the way they're playing Resurgence. The moment they push out mid lane, they quickly run up and split the map into 2, the top half and the bottom half, and they have to decide how many members of each they want to spread out, because you can't just send one person to deal with Hayabusa.
And looking at this, Blades of Despair will be taken on to Eon's Hayabusa already, and this is gonna be double trouble for Mysterious Assassins. They have a top hill to climb up here. The Acer trying to find a way, trying to start this fight, but then again the firepower coming in from Resurgence is way too much. MYA, they just say, you know what, let's just go in already. Right there, Hurricane Dance able to take down Swan, but Swan is not the target they want to fight. He misses though the Lapu Lapu Chieftain range, and now Resurgence, they can actually go in if they want to.
Absolutely, and I think Mysterious Assassins were just a little bit short on the engage there. They had 2 members from Resurgence sticking out front. And even though they're not the primary targets, you could look to go for a 50-50 trade here considering how far behind you are. And Resurgence, they don't really want to fight you in many of these situations unless it favors them. And that was not a favorable position.
For Resurgence though, they're going to try to take this down the lore because they know the ultimates are on cooldown. Leomord will start off the kill onto the tank and maybe more to come. Ultimate from Diggy comes in the right time in Mjolnir Fury, able to take down Diggy, but then the effects is not enough though because MYA, they're getting slaughtered left and right by the Leomord and the Lunox, and that could be a team, but yet it is. And my, oh my, Resurgence, they are just on form.
Absolutely, and I think, oh my goodness, Ken with the game-saving ultimate there. That team fight was looking so bad for Resurgence. Luckily, that ult was able to protect themselves from the Mino Fury. Ken gives up his life. Lun buys a lot of time, but he already chunked out 2/3 of Mysterious Assassins, making the end cleanup so easy for Aeon and Obby. Just look at Obby right now, already with 8 kills on his side, Lightning Truncheon, as well as Ice Queen's Wand. He is just going to be crushing people throughout the game.
And then, you know, you always talk about Leomord being that team player. He is most effective in terms of team fights. And with Ken coming in to initiate the immunity for everyone, he's able to just dish out left and right and just melting down despite falling to carry. But then again, job well done.
Absolutely, but especially when you absorb so many ultimates and you buy so much time for your team, I think Lun is doing a great job, and he's already picked up the Athena shield, so he's going to be extremely difficult to kill. Plus the Bloodlust Axe, he's got the Blade of Despair that adds up with the momentum from his passive. He's going to be cutting fools down if they're below 40% health.
Speaking of cutting fools down, Aeon has the Blade of Despair. Endless battle to add on with the Assasin. If anyone just want to go one-on-one with him, I tell you, just go back, you know, just go back. Don't take this. Don't take this ninja away.
Yeah, don't take this ninja just yet. Oh, this might be the fight that they want to take just now. They're in a more favorable position, but they allow Resurgence to regroup, slowly pulling themselves back. They need to kind of find this good engage here. Lord goes down.
Lord goes down here, and then Resurgence, they want now to fight here because they have firepower. There will be a mega kill coming in for Lunok. That double kill onto that machine gun of the Power of Chaos. Power of Chaos is so quick, yet so smooth in killing enemies down.
Yeah, really unfortunate. MYA now is in the worst position that they could possibly ask for. Both their tanks are down. They have no way of engaging, but luckily the waves are a little bit pushed out, except for mid-wave, so they've bought themselves at least 30 seconds to hopefully get their members to regroup and look for one last fight.
I feel like the one last fight is right now, because at this moment,
I mean,
if they fail...
But Swan, look at Swan, he's doing such a good job with the ult.
Oh, but then you look at this. MYA, they're just covering back here. Lamau trying to use the Hurricane Dance to stop them, but then again, the Lord is still healthy. Lun comes in with the My Little Pony moment, and it will be a kill onto the Lolita, and maybe more to come. Look at this, there's no way they could stop it. It is just a straight steamroll into the Nexus base. Round 1 goes to Resurgence.
And that was a very clean game by Resurgence. MYA just making mistake after mistake after mistake. Some of them micro, a lot of them happen to be macro wise, because in so many of these situations, it really comes down...